back to the World Test Challenge. Who do you think will win?
Australia would be odds-on favourites with the team that they have, and like we said before, there's only sort of one weak link in there. I would say going into this Test series, but you never know. You never know what can happen. As I said before, not really sure about many of these.
They're not a bad side. Like,
South African players.
They haven't had a great run, but they're still winning.
And
and Rabada, when he's on, is the best in the world.
Yeah, so that's handy. Him coming back in.
Yep.
In 6 days, as I said, I reckon it'll be done in probably 4.
Yep.
Depending on how the pitch plays. It hasn't been raining over there. They were talking about.
Yep.
So it's probably not going to swing as much, but then it's pretty dry as well. And they're talking about the footprints and all that. So Nathan Lyon might come into it.
Yep. I think I'd like to bowl first. Something about Labuschagne opening day one makes me a bit anxious. I would like to bowl first and let Adelaide just have a crack at him, see what happens.
Only flip side of that is the foot marks come day 4, 4th innings.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I mean, it's not going to turn square. It's still Lords. Like it's
I think Steve Smith. I talked about him last time. I reckon we were having these discussions. Like he was literally on the way out, and he's done the complete opposite.
Yeah.
He's done a 180-degree flip, and now he's probably one of the best form players for Australia. And his net session the other day, he was mic'd up and he was absolutely creaming them. Yeah. He's commentating every ball. He's hitting them all well. He gave himself, when asked what his rating was, that net session, gave himself a 9.7 out of 10.
It's a good score.
Wouldn't mind seeing what the point 3 what the point 3 was.
So apparently I read somewhere that he has had 3 months off, hasn't touched a bat. So I think he lives in New York. He's got like a house.
Yeah, he lives there.
So apparently he just hasn't touched it. Just like, cheers, just hanging out in New York, which I reckon he would love because no one knows who he is.
Yeah.
Or he can't really walk the streets anywhere in this hemisphere.
And he's probably been going for 10 years.
Yeah. But it sounds like it's done him wonders.
Yeah.
Had 3 months.
Someone's got, mate, why don't you try this?
Yeah. Just smoking the nets.
And then he gets back and he's excited about cricket rather than trying to fine tune something. He's actually, I'm ready to go and hit some balls.
Yeah. I saw a stat yesterday. Smith averages over 50 at Lords. He's got one of the best averages in the history of the game. Like up there with the best.
Well, yeah, what was he averaging? He was averaging like 90 one year.
Well, at Lords specifically, because someone goes, do you like Lords? I have a bit of success here. Like, averages like 56, 54 or something.
He would know that.
Of course he would. Of course he would.
He would know every stat.
So I'm going to put him down for most runs. I think he's going to turn up. I think he'll get in, stay in. And do you know what I'm really big on? Because it's in the English time zone. Everyone from England's going to be watching.
Yeah.
I want Smith to turn up.
Yep.
I want Cummins to fire up. And I just want to send a message saying, like, we'll see you at home, fellas. 6 months' time.
Yep.
You know what this is? This is just a big gaslighting project.
Yeah, this is marketing at its best. You could just pump up this series. There's obviously going to be some twists and turns, but if Australia do bowl first, and then you have Mitch Starc left just looping first ball,
that's why
first couple of balls, he would be so scary. That would be the worst. I would be very nervous about that, knowing that you're facing the first ball, and then if you get out, you have to actually sit there for a day and a half and not do a thing.
So I reckon. Just thinking about Constance before, I would have picked him as a marketing stunt. Like, just to telling him, like, this is the kind of guy that we've got rolling around, by the way. He's also 20.
And you come out early. And he was creaming him in the nets the other day too. So he could, like, if you say that, if the rumour's like, mate, Constance was absolutely hammering him in the nets, we're going to pick him, goes into that one and he makes a quick fire 40, 50, that just sets him up. That gives him the confidence.
Yeah,
not that he needs any more confidence, but...
I know. Well, but he should have been picked. And... If you like, I know he's known for his scooping, all that kind of stuff. But if you watch him, like I follow some training thing he trains at on Instagram. He's such a good-looking bat. Like his technique's unreal. So I wanted to get him in and let's see it. Like,
so he's got the basics down, and he's got a couple of
he's class. He's not just
too.
the party tricks. He can bat, man. So yeah, anyone can say that, but we won't. We'll have to wait. He'll probably go to West Indies. I would have thought when they travel there, and then I think he's going to play in the Ashes, but
long-term plan
is for him to open. See, this is the thing with Labuschagne opening. It doesn't really solve anything because we forget that Usman Khawaja's 40 or 39 or 38.
Is that why he'd been picked? Because potentially if he does bat well and he starts to hit a bit of form, he stays in and Khawaja goes out and then Constance comes in.
Maybe.
But I do like left-hand, right-hand.
Yeah,
That's
me
the
too.
other thing, so
I just think that like it's solving a Band-Aid problem and it's like, yeah, okay, you can open this week. But Usman Khawaja's day will come. You would imagine he'll obviously play the Ashes, you'd think at this stage. He'll likely retire after that. Smith would be a massive question mark over him in terms of retirement age. Cummer's still got time. Stark's getting up there. Hazelwood's getting up there. There's a chance of an Exeter's coming.
I think so. And the thing with that is, it's like, do we have the depth? Because you talk about depth, and we'll talk about the opener when the opening spot when we were out here in Australia, and there was like 4 guys going for it.
Yeah.
And all of them ended up failing
Yeah.
to get into that spot. So it's like we have guys that are on the same, like the depth is like there, but that level of depth isn't like a high one. So it's like a sort of
not crazy.
Yeah. So then who's going to be the one that go up over and above them and actually, scream out and say, you have to put me in runs wise? Because Constance was making runs here and there. Labuschagne was like struggling a little bit, and then Harris as well. He was a chance, and he missed a couple innings late, and so it's like no one's jumping out. So you can't really say we've got good depth. We've probably got good depth bowling.
Yeah.
Batting wise, it's sort of like a lot of guys just thereabouts, and even the guys that are thereabouts are older.
No, I want Jason Sanger.
Yeah, he's
won the
young.
Shield.
He's young, and then Constance is young. So it's like, why wouldn't you put like a young kid in like this?
I want Sanger to play in the Ashes. We've got to find room for him.
Yeah. Well, you need to transition that youth in at some point. Like you said, you don't want 6 guys leaving in 1 year.
That's going to happen at this rate. The
What
way
did they
we're going,
have? Hayden, Warne, Langer? Was that all in one test?
Damien Martin went in after the 3rd test in 2007. He went, and then the other 3 went.
At the end of the series.
No, it was Langer, Hayden, McGrath, Warne.
That was 4.
There's 5 with Martin. Martin went after 3rd test. They won 3-0. He's like, cheers, fellas.
It wouldn't be,
That would
it's tough to replace those players.
I'm
They're just
done.
like of all time.
Yeah.
Nathan Lyon is getting old. He's doing
Yes, he is.
calf.
Well, he reckons he'll play forever, but he's doing when you do calf,
calves.
as everyone knows.
When you're running in the outfield and you do a calf and you
That's Mother Nature
danger,
tapping you on the
danger.
shoulder, saying,
danger.
"It's about it, mate."
Yeah.
When you do a calf,
You do it once,
that's about it,
then
mate.
they give you a little bit of leeway. You do it twice pretty quickly, and if you do a 3rd time, you're like, especially when you're on the comeback trail. It's like, we've had a good inning, but away we go.
All right.
What's your theory? Who do you think will win? You said Smith will make the most runs.
I think we'll
Player of the match.
I think
That's a
we'll
good
pump them. I think Smith will go big. I think he'll get player of the match. I'm interested in Cameron Green. I might have a little dabble on him as well, just because of the form he's in at the moment. His confidence through the roof. Over there, yeah. So
and he's just purely batting. I would say I was going to throw him in as my player of the match because he's batting 3.
Yeah, probably have a bowl. Might have a couple.
Probably won't bowl, but
Probably not. Yeah.
because he
might.
probably won't need to. But he's been over there. He's hit a couple of hundreds while he's over there. So conditions tick, back into form tick, been out of the game for a little bit. So he'd be hungry for success. He'll probably be in the first over after Labuschagne gets done leaving the ball, LBW.
Yep.
First over, be awkward, be scary, be intense.
Well, yeah. Thanks for your time, Heath.
No, anytime,
Enjoy the
mate.
game?
I actually don't mind putting on
All right, let's see.
this top. It's a good effort.
Shield.
How long?
I mean, Sheffield Shield.
How long was it before that?
32 years? 30.
How is that
30
possible?
years. It was a
They
lot.
had like Jamie Siddons and Lehman and all that playing Shield cricket for most of it.
Darren Lehman won it.
Oh, he won. He was the last.
Yeah.
Coach or player?
What are you prepared to lose today? Set a deposit limit. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.